You know, there's a lot of animation stories about college. Then it got me thinking. Wait a minute. I'm in college, but I ain't got anything good to say about it, since it's always jacking off to my tail. No, that was just a metaphor, man! I feel so violated now. Anyways, besides my hatred for college, this story is about how I regretted joining a group project. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? This all started in my narrative storytelling class. First day, by the way. The professor was pretty much explaining what we were going to do for this entire semester, and that was an automatic. Hell yeah! Sorry. As you can tell, I was excited. Because 1, I've already worked on an animatic. 2, I already have like a good idea for the story. And 3, I'm awesome, and nothing can go completely wrong. Hey, do you want to be in the group? No joke, this is what actually happened. Sure? The professor also told us that we actually can work on the group too, if we wanted to. And thinking about it logically, if I were to work with a partner, it could lessen my work. Plus, with extra time, I can keep on working my own animation, which is far more important in this class. Wait, what you said? Wait, did I say that out loud? I guess this spring class just became fall. But yeah, being in the group was a huge mistake. My partner was called Don, aka not his actual name. We did have a third member, but she left because she didn't like Don's story idea. And I wish I left too, because I didn't even like the story idea either. And when it came down to writing down the story with this dude, he was making it so complicated because he was adding lore, environments, temples, oh my god. And this anime only had to be 2 minutes long. At that point, I was like, dude, you're making this too complicated, I'm out of here, I'm gonna do my own project. Ciao. And right about when I was about to leave, he legit begged me to keep on working with him. He looked so pitiful. I decided to stay. Well, mostly because I just felt sorry for him. Now let me introduce to our newest member to our group, Jack, aka once again, not his real name. And the fun story how he came to our group was Don's fault. According to the professor, Jack has been hospitalized for the past 2 first weeks of the semester, making him behind on the project. And the professor was looking for any group members that was willing to have an extra partner. And that's when Don f***ed up. We can have an extra hand? At first, I wasn't sure about the dude, because he was very arrogant. Because he always talk about serialized cartoons, story-based, episodic. Animation is animation, don't make it that complicated, man. However, he did say he used Toon Boom. I use Toon Boom. But his only experience is rigging. What we're doing is an animatic. We're not making full-on movement. And then the storyboarding started. Which of course, I did most of the work. Mostly because both Don and Jack's art styles weren't suitable for storyboarding. I'm saying they're shit. Except for Don, he was decent enough, but still not suitable for storyboarding. However, let me tell you what Jack did, thinking it would be, you know, helpful. Like I said before, I was the one who was drawing most of the panels. And of course they were sketchy. Remember, there was an anime, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Naturally, I had to share my panels with Don and Jack. Because we were in a group and we were supposed to share things with each other and blah blah blah. And Jack would take my panels and redraw them. Badly. Just badly, like for Pete's sake. No, seriously, for Pete's sake, please don't stop drawing Pete. You're drawing so terrible, blind, no. Besides that, when people gave him drawing advice, he would completely ignore it. Why, I have no idea. Now it's time to present y'all Jack's first drama queen moment. In some days, the professor would check on the progress on our panels, and he said 1 or 2 panels could be improved upon a little bit more. Don't hurt me. Even though I was slightly peeved, I took the professor's suggestion, of course. I redrew it and kept on making my panels. And when I showed the new panels to the guys, Jack acted like a little whiny bitch. Because he was saying,
oh, I have to redraw this 2 panels. Oh my god, that's such a waste of time.
I've told him throughout the week that I redrew these 2 panels, and he didn't even acknowledge it. And I really don't know why he was acting so surprised. And of course, this commotion was in class, and the professor got attracted. We've explained the situation to the professor, and the professor just said, Jack, why are you drawing the panels? Jack just gave out a really blank answer. And if you're starting to see, he's not a great guy to work with. Another circumstance that happened throughout the project was the recording. Jack really wanted to voice one of the characters. However, the villain was the only one that talked throughout the animatic. Voiced by me, of course. In some way, Jack convinced Dawn to make the main protagonist talk. And of course, I wasn't cool with it. Even one of my classmates said, hey, I think the main protagonist shouldn't talk. I feel like it works more better like that. Yes, thank you, finally somebody agrees with me. But of course, Dave ignored us. Well, time to rewrite the script, I guess. So then on, Jack was going to voice the female character, apparently, meaning we had to book the recording booth, which was Jack's responsibility since we were doing his lines. And of course, he forgot to do that. 3 times. I really just can't with this dude. And when we finally entered the recording booth, he only needed to do 2 lines. But somehow he did a terrible job at it. Okay, to be fair, he was voicing a female character, but he didn't even try to sound like a girl. I've even tried to edit the audio to make it sound female. And the worst thing is, we had a lot of takes, meaning I needed to sort through every single take, trying to find the most decent one for the animatic. At one point, I just started to mess with Jack. We had an assignment which was due by midnight, and Jack was really insistent with this assignment. In a very annoying way. So I said, alright, I'll send it tomorrow.
Wait, no, not tomorrow, this midnight.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow, which is midnight.
No, you don't get it.
I was legit freaking this man out with my wordplay. And it was hilarious. And I had a blank face throughout the entire thing. But Jack couldn't tell the joke. And he legit called the professor. And yes, I know, he is such a wet blanket. And I guess with all jokes aside, I had to be very serious with this man and said, dude, do you think I'm a dingus? I've been up to date with this project for the last 3 months. Yeah, I really think I was going to screw our grade up because of a little joke? No. That's what I thought. Anywho, I'll send the thing tomorrow. Okay, au revoir. Oh yeah, at one point he was trying to screw with me, make me think I dropped my hairband. Which I already knew was a lie because I already have my hair tied up. Are you trying to screw with me?
Only ones who are allowed to do that are the ones that I know and respect. Unlike you don't make a shit!
Okay, that was a lie, I just slithered away. But I was cursing him out when I was outside.
Pedazo hija de m***, que esta p*** piensa que puede jugar conmigo y es que se cree.
At the end of the semester, the animatic was turned in. And of course, after class, I confronted the professor. Well, professor. Would you care for a little chat? Sure. I've told him that Jack pretty much didn't do jack. It don't slightly help with the audio. And practically I did all the animatic by myself. However, the professor just said since we were in the same group together, we were going to share the same grade. Regardless that I practically did everything by myself. Sticky, we can talk about this. Just literally slowly, we can just call John and Jack to fix this situation. Our final grade was a B. Mostly because Jack messed up in our speech assignment, which is a whole new can of worms that I really don't want to open. And at the end, I never confronted Jack with his bullshit. I'm lying! Of course I did! I sent him a very rude text saying he was a little fuck, he didn't do anything at the work, and overall he was the worst partner I ever worked with. And I do admit it was quite immature of me to do that. However, Jack was acting like a little kid throughout the entire project, so I just gave him a little stern talking to, by text of course. So the lesson is, never form a group project when given the chance. Unless if it's with your friend. Hey, you trust more on your friends, don't ya? And oh, you might be wondering what happened to the professor, right? Well, let's just say, he's on a little business trip. Hey Xiao, is yours truly the snake? And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I worked really hard on it. I'm actually pretty proud of how it turned out. And a little bit of side note, the slapstick of the professor, you know, being completely terrified of me, take it by a grain of salt. And overall, he was a great professor. It's just like, I don't know why he just like had to divide our grade between all 3 of us. Is this some type of cruel joke professors just like to do to specific students like me? Need to make a video about it and make my group mates an entire fool out of themselves? And if so, I guess it's a bit funny. Heh. Well played, Professor. Also, big thanks to my sister and my new friends that kept on encouraging me to finish this. So thanks. And also, if you want to know more about me, you can check out my socials. Like, you can see some of them in the corner and down below in the description. And overall, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and this snake's gonna be sneaking around. Sneaky out!